In 1910, a wealthy young woman walked out of a store on Fifth Avenue in New York City and was never seen again. 10 people saw her leave. Nobody saw where she went, and her family waited 6 weeks before calling the police. This is the story of Dorothy Arnold, and it gets much stranger from here. Dorothy Arnold was 25 years old, beautiful, and rich. Her father was one of the most powerful importers in New York. She had everything: money, status, a future. But Dorothy had a secret dream. She wanted to be a writer. She'd been submitting short stories to magazines for years. Every single one had been rejected. On December 12, 1910, Dorothy told her mother she was going shopping on Fifth Avenue. She left the house alone in a light blue dress. She was carrying about $36, around $1,000 in today's money. At around noon, Dorothy was seen at a chocolate shop. She bought a half-pound box of chocolates. Then she walked into a bookstore and bought a book. A friend named Gladys King ran into her on the street. They chatted for a few minutes. Gladys later said Dorothy seemed perfectly happy. Relaxed, smiling, normal. Dorothy said goodbye. She walked south on Fifth Avenue, and then nothing. She simply ceased to exist. Here's where it gets disturbing. Dorothy didn't come home that evening. Her family was worried, but instead of calling the police, they hired a private detective and told absolutely nobody. For 6 weeks, the Arnold family secretly searched for Dorothy while telling friends she was visiting relatives. It wasn't until January 1911 that the story leaked to the press. Within days, it was front-page news across the country. Police immediately had questions. It turned out Dorothy had been secretly dating a man named George Griscom Jr. He was 40 years old. She was 25. Her parents hated him. When Dorothy disappeared, George was conveniently in Italy. Police found letters Dorothy had written to him. Letters describing her depression over her failed writing career. One line haunted investigators: "I have made a complete failure of my life." Theory 1. She ran away. Tired of her controlling family and failed dreams, she simply walked away and started over. Theory 2. She had a secret illegal medical procedure and died as a result. Her family covered it up to avoid scandal. Theory 3. She was murdered. A convicted killer later claimed he had killed Dorothy Arnold and buried her in a Manhattan basement. The house was excavated. Nothing was found. Dorothy Arnold's case was never solved. No body was ever found. No credible witness ever came forward. The last person who truly knew where Dorothy Arnold went vanished along with her on that December afternoon in 1910. Some doors, once closed, never open again. If you want more unsolved cases like this, subscribe. New dark stories every week.